Okay, babe, what are we making today?
We are making a boat dip. It's my version of boat dip. It's a corn, cream cheese, lots of other seasonings, and yeah, and then you dip chips in it. So we're gonna get started. First, I'm going to get my cream cheese in the bowl. I've left this out to room temperature, but my gosh, it sticks. So it's like trying to get that out. There you go. And then, of course, I don't like to waste, so we're getting all that off. I just use the back of a butter knife. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we gotta drain our corn. We do not want all that liquid in there. In the sink. I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit because I don't want any water in this. And while it's draining, I'm going to chop up some onion and garlic. And I'm gonna be using a red onion. You can use a white onion, but I like the color contrast of the red. Well, purple, whatever. And so it just kind of gives that, you know, where it's not so yellowy. It's just preference really for color, not really taste. I can already tell this is pretty fresh and my eyes are going to start burning. Just got to peel that off. I just cut it like this. Don't cut yourself. Turn it around like this and cut it like this, and that's it. Gives it the little, you know, little chunks. Okay, when I get down to that level, I just do that because I ain't gonna try to snip off any digits here. And I just do this, and that makes them small. Doesn't matter if you have a few bigger ones in there. It's just a dip. It's all going on a chip. Okay. So I'm going to, I think this is drained enough. I'm going to go ahead. I don't see any more water coming out. No, maybe a little bit. Let me shake it a little bit more. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I got it out now. I'm just gonna goes right in there. And I'm going to add my onion. Just like that. And I'm going to be chopping up some garlic. There's one other ingredient I haven't taken out yet. It's my my shredded cheese. And that's because I didn't want it to get all warm. Because then it's hard to shred. Yes, I have to chop my own garlic these days, guys. I don't mind it. I think I got that. Oh, there's a skin on it. It just drives me nuts. I can't get it off. Don't you love when the boat rocks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna be putting two garlics in it. I just kind of chop them big at first, and then I start mincing them. Oh, if you could smell that.
Smell-o-vision.
When people say smell-o-vision, I don't think that's a great idea.
Well, for this it would be.
Yeah, but for other things. Ooh. Oh, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in here. Sure likes to stick to your fingers now. Okay, so we got that all done. Okay, now we're making this a taco flavor. Of course, I mean corn. I mean, you just can't go wrong. You gotta put some taco seasonings in it. So, cumin.
Wow, we're almost out.
No, I have a whole nother one.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about that. We're gonna do 3 teaspoons because we want this to be. We want it to be taco-y. 2, 3. We're gonna stick a little spice in it.
Always nice.
Now this chili powder is a lot spicier than the stuff I used to buy at the grocery store. This is just ground chili peppers. When you go, when I write my recipe and I say chili powder, the stuff that you buy at the store, it's mixed with other stuff, which I never knew that. And it's way less spicy. That's the reason why I only put. I just made a mistake there.
You almost put a lot in there.
Not doing 1 teaspoon. I cannot handle it. We're gonna do half a teaspoon, which is plenty because when this marinates, it's gonna marry that flavor right in there, and it will be slightly spicy. I know that you spice people out there will be like, that's not spicy. Well, it is. For us people who are not that, yeah. And then we're going to do, plus the teaspoon of black pepper kind of gives it a little extra spice as well, so. So 1 teaspoon of that. And we put cilantro in. Now, if you are a cilantro hater, there are some out there. We think it needs it. Just gives it that pop of flavor. But if you don't put it in. It's fine.
If you like cilantro, just comment down below.
Some people say it has a soap taste. I think if you let it marinate long enough, it does not. So. One thing I hate about this one is I can't get anything in there. So I have to be careful and do it like this. I'm only trying to do
Let's see how much he spills.
No, don't do that. Just do that.
It's not a little bit.
Yeah, but it's kind of, uneven a little bit. Okay. And that is all the spices that we're putting in. But we still have one more ingredient.
The mystery ingredient.
It's not really a mystery ingredient. It's, I'm gonna put this right here. Because I'm only going to do a cup, so I need to grate it. You know what? Just to make this easier, I'm going to grate it on this. That way it's not making a big mess everywhere.
And you just can eyeball it if you want.
Yeah, but sometimes eyeballing it. I don't want to put too much cheese in it. But this is medium cheddar. We've used sharp, and you can use a Monterey, you can use a Jack, like a jalapeno Monterey Jack. We like it with the cheddar. Plus I really can't find those kind of cheeses. Let's see how much we've done. I think we can shred a little bit more, don't you think? I think so.
You smush it down and shred a lot more.
You don't smush it. If you smush it, then it's just clumpy cheese. Don't listen to him. Clumpy cheese will not spread around in that. I think that looks about right. I think so. Alright, and I'll scrape the rest of that in there after I put this in. Yep. Try not to clump it, because I have to mix it. Okay, now I'm going to mix all this up, and I'm just going to use a fork. I don't want to mash, I just want to get the cream cheese definitely as mixed as possible.
Looking good.
Yep, look at all that ingredients. I mean, it's got to marinate and stuff, but that goes on top of a chip. Crackers, whatever. We got chips for them now.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Make sure I get all that. Yep. Now we're gonna put the lid on it and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for a couple hours before we even try it, because we want all them flavors to marinate. Oops. Making a mess around here. I haven't used this one in a while. Alright.
The lid shrunk.
Yeah.
There, tiny boat fridge.
And that's it. Another couple hours, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's been a couple hours, and we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit, and we're gonna serve it. You can smell the flavors have marinated. It's definitely not a runny dip.
No.
This is a chunky, very chunky dip. And we're going to put some in a platter here. I only put out some of it because you might want to save some for who am I kidding? There's never any left over after this.
No.
But yeah, so this is our corn boat dip. It's also kind of known as a corn crack dip. I'm not sure how I'm going to name this. But it's got your Tex-Mex seasonings in it, onions, all this good stuff, and serve it with we like chips with it, but crackers would be just fine. It tastes you know, like cheese ball. Well, it's got cream cheese on it, so it's like a cheese ball. Yeah, so go check out some of our other recipes that we got going on YouTube, and go to our website to actually, if you want to make the recipe and you don't want to watch the video, I'll have all the instructions in there and some pictures to show you what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, other than that, like and subscribe, and yeah, leave us a comment. We like to respond. We'll see you guys next time.
We wave goodbye to the front porch light. Said see you later, this is our flight. The kids are grown, the house is too quiet, yeah. Empty nester now, ready to riot. Traded the lawnmower for a salt breeze. Found a new home between the palms and the trees. It's Chris and Danielle charting a new course, from the comfort zone to the boundless source. No schedules, no rush, just